So, in the last few weeks, what has taken up the news cycles on X, on YouTube, and elsewhere is a story about a dog named Kaya. Now, given some of the topics I've covered on my channel, it might surprise you to learn I actually know very little about Hasan Piker. Most of what I do know is peripheral, that he is the nephew of Cenk Uygur, founder of the Young Turks. I know that Hasan began his career at the Young Turks by interning for the network, and then he later became a regular host and producer. And I also know that he left the Young Turks at some point in time to become a full-time Twitch streamer. And Twitch has since become his primary platform. Since then, I was made aware of the whole chair streaming controversy, where he would just get up and walk away while someone else's video would play on his streams.
Hold on, I'm gonna be back in 1 second.
I also know he said something about how America deserved 9/11, and I also know he's an advocate for the liberation of Palestine, and I know he's involved in a long-time feud with Ethan Klein. More specifically, I also know that he gave a very uncharitable take on Synthetic Man's review of the Fallout show.
It's quite possibly the dumbest quest in any RPG of all time, and rightfully, fans pointed out how stupid it was, how it's been established in the original games that ghouls...
Dude, I don't who cares, bro? Who cares? It's like, dude. You can get this autistic about things in the real world, okay? But you can't get this autistic about things that don't exist in fiction.
Now, I know I'm late to the punch on this, but if for whatever reason you're not aware of what happened, I'll lay things out. Also, before I forget, subscribe to my channel. I am making it an endeavor to produce more content here, and at a faster rate. So I set up a Ko-Fi, which is linked below this video, and depending on how much support I get, that will determine if I do YouTube part-time or even full-time. Anyway, Hasan owns a dog named Kaya, who he regularly has sitting in the background of his streams. Now, there was one particular stream where Kaya just yelped out following Hasan reaching for something in the foreground off camera.
Kaya, please just fucking go, just stop. Jesus Christ, what are you doing? You're being such a baby.
Now, given the size of Hasan's audience and the amount of widespread investment in his streams, this small moment was hyper-analyzed and fixated on to the extent that what was uncovered was that Kaya was outfitted with a shock collar, and that Hasan had apparently pressed a button in order to ensure that she wouldn't just get up and walk away off stream. Now, in the days that followed this incident, you had a lot of people saying, "Oh, it's not true, it's not even a shock collar, it's a vibration collar."
This is the one that people are talking about. Okay, this is the one. This is the one that they saw. It has the capacity to vibrate, and that's it.
But people just zoomed in, they turned the brightness up on their monitors and revealed, yes, it is a shock collar. It's not a vibration collar. So this just confirms he's a liar. There's been other videos that have surfaced as of late showing that this isn't even the first time that he's done this to his dog. He regularly issues shocks to Kaya when she isn't behaving like a prop ought to behave.
Pressure on Jordan's king to try and take in more Palestinians, correct? I mean, that's what we've heard from Trump.
Man, he does move his arm the same way every time. And he muted the mic. He muted the mic.
In more Palestinians, correct? I mean, that's what we've heard from Trump
he
over the
did
course
mute.
of the past few weeks.
The dog shakes at the exact moment.
And that's really the point, isn't it? I knew enough about Hasan Piker to realize he is essentially a fake person. Now scratch that. A better term for what he is he's a demagogue. What that means is that he's purely a parasocial presence that has been curated and optimized for a particular audience. Hasan is in effect a mouthpiece designed to reflect his audience's own convictions back at them. His role is to speak to his followers in a manner by which they can rest comfortably within their own assumptions. It's a performance that functions as a reflection for them. His anger is their anger. His cause is their cause. And that way, his audience can be both entertained and have their opinions continuously affirmed. And the result is a community whose members feel enlightened while also remaining untroubled by the worst aspects of the man behind the streamer. So within this performance, Kaya served a symbolic purpose. She represented his humanity, a soft edge to an otherwise combative persona. Kaya's presence in the frame was meant to suggest warmth and affection for Hasan, her owner. She was a visible sign that this man, for all his disgusting opinions he spouts on Twitch, well, he's at least gentle at heart, right? The dog was proof that he cared for one of God's most innocent, trusting creatures, the animal that man has long called his best friend. But then, the illusion was shattered when the audience heard Kaya cry out in pain.
Just stop. Jesus Christ, what are you doing? You're being such a baby.
So yes, Hasan has said a lot of stupid shit over the years. But the thing is, words can be brushed aside. They can be excused, forgotten. This, however, this was different. This was an act. The image of the caring owner gave way, and what emerged was a truth far more disturbing than anything Hasan could ever say out loud. In that moment, we were shown not only who Hasan Piker truly is, but also what his entire form of public performance demands. Kaya was not treated as a living being with her own dignity, but as a prop whose purpose was to sustain Hasan's image. And when the prop failed to behave according to Hasan's script, well, the animal was disciplined through pain. So for a while now, I've spoken about the performative nature of the online world. Now, many people no longer inhabit reality as something shared or external. Instead, a lot of people live within these parasocial enclosures, these digital sanctuaries where imagined intimacy has replaced real communion. We've chosen prophets and priests of opinion who tell everybody whom to love and whom to hate, who to reinforce their sense of righteousness through ritual denunciation, through perpetual outrage. Look at the rooms from which these people stream. They become pseudo-shrines, filled with banners, slogans, icons. But every idol eventually reveals its true face. The mask always slips, and when it does, what we see is a human being consumed by his own performance.
Kaya, please just fucking go. Just stop. Jesus Christ, what are you doing? You're being such a baby.
Now, I don't know what'll happen to Hasan's career after this. Most likely, he'll just continue streaming, and his audience will defend him for a time. Perhaps for a long time yet. But something irreversible has occurred here. The public may forget, but the moral fact remains. To needlessly harm an animal, even through carelessness, is to wound something sacred. It doesn't just reveal cruelty, but disorder at the very core of the self. That kind of disorder, once it's been revealed, is not easily undone. So when people hear the name Hasan Piker now, many will think first not of politics nor of commentary, but of that cry, the sound of a dog in pain. And perhaps they should. For in that single sound, all the pretense and rhetoric just fell away, leaving behind the truth of what our digital idols have become, and what they make of us in return.
I can't stand any of you dumb fucks in this goddamn chat. Oh my fucking God, I hate the left. I hate liberalism. I hate everything that's going on every single fucking day of the goddamn week. I hate my life. I hate fucking streaming. I hate socialism. I hate every single fucking person who thinks that the peak of activism is just being the most annoying, holier than thou, the most ultimately woke leftist. You did it. You have unlocked the fucking nihilism within me, okay? I am black-pilled. Nothing will ever get better. We are never gonna make it out. We can't even have a normal fucking non-hostile goddamn conversation on any of these issues. Everybody just simply wants to fucking chirp into the wind because they have no power and they recognize their utter powerlessness in the face of unjustifiable constructs that we fucking exist under. And the best possible fucking thing you can do is just be goddamn annoying, okay? Oh God.